Good morning. This is Nita and Panda with a Timepiece Garden, and she's taking off up over there. There she is. She didn't get too far. She's stalking somebody. She's in full stalk mode. Anyway, just a short video this morning. We're having our blackberry winter. Um, Happens when the blackberries go into bloom. We have that last little cold snap. We got down to about 46 last night. We're not supposed to get above 65 today, and we will get down to about 44 tonight. So it's just a chilly day. I don't lie. I got a hoodie on, pair of sweats, Blackberry winter. It's the last cold snap of the year. Um, so yeah, here it is. But life is good. Anyway, I'm gonna go and cook some breakfast. Let Panda do her thing. And yeah, come out and I'll get some work done. So I'll see you in a few. And talk to you later. Alright, so what we've decided, like Panda has any choice in the decision, is to make sure that I'm taking care of stuff I need to take care of first before I actually go back and work on the garden again. At least for today, while it's cool. And most of that is starting off with edging and trimming. I've mowed a couple of times when we've not had the rain, but you come to stand like places here, and you can see where I can't even get into the pump house because the grass and the weeds are so hot tile. And if there was a snake here, I wouldn't be able to see it. So I have several places like that you can kind of see on the back side of the wood. Places where I cannot get to with the riding lawnmower that have just gone wild. And what I need to do is I need to, that weed is as tall as my propane tank. So I need to edge. Does that make sense? And get all the places that I need to get edged, and down. Keep snakes, ticks, etc. at a minimum. This here I've got weeds as tall as the stump. Just places to clean up first. When I'm done with that, I will probably edge up around the pears there too. Same reason. Snakes, critters, etc. I need to make sure they don't decide they need to be in the house where I'm at. When I'm done with that, we'll go back and work on the garden and see if the dirt has dried out enough. I am assuming not, because again, it's been so chilly. Water may drain off of it, but the dirt might still be too muddy. So I think edging is the right thing to do today. So that's what we're going to start off with. I'll talk to you later when I'm done. Alrighty. So we edged. There's no tall grass there around the telephone pole. My little walkway path here down around the hose in the tree, around the fire pit, kind of way down there. You can just kind of barely see. That's where the gray water system drains out. It's edged 3+ feet away from that. You can kind of tell right there going to that first pear tree where it's been edged. It's about where I ran out of gas. It was the last place I made it to, so I'll end up having to finish that tomorrow. Because you look at this pear tree, and yeah, he's still overgrown all the way around him. That's how it is. So anyway, so that ran out of gas, so I went and got that little hand edger. That way I could tidy up the edges around my rocks. Go ahead and get all the tall grass here that does grow here, because there is grass and clover that grows. Leave my oxeye daisies in bloom here, and very careful around my daylilies, because they're going to bloom. These ones did not bloom last year. They're going to bloom this year, which is awesome, and there's a lot of them. That little patch right there is still just hanging on, but there's one that's got buds on it. Same thing over here. I got a little patch hanging on, and there are 3 that have buds on it. And then I get back over into that area, and that area is just full. It is massively full of buds, which is awesome, because that's what I want. I do want the daylilies to take over here. I don't mind the clover around them. Clover helps enrich the soil. So clover around them is a good thing. I've been keeping my and how do I want to say this? The taller weeds, the weeds like the Queen Anne's lace. There you go. Here's a little one. It's a Queen Anne's lace that well, there you go. Pull it out by the root. You know, there's a couple of them in here, but all the tall ones are gone. There's a couple kind of right there in the middle, but I don't want to mess up the daylilies moving them out yet. So as they get tall enough for me to reach in and grab them, that's when I'll pull them out. But you can see I'm just full of buds. It's going to be really pretty when they bloom. And then daylilies, not Easter lilies, but daylilies are actually edible. So, do your own research. Don't take my word for it. Not a doctor, not a nutritionalist. Just something I know. I'll walk by here and I'll snack on them all the time. Also, having said that, when I do the water catchment in the last garden, and that'll be a whole nother video when I get to it, one side of it, I will thin the daylilies and move half of them over there. Because they'll do well on the hill mound that helps retain the water in. And I'll explain all of that when we get to that point. But yeah, life is sweet. And then I went ahead and trimmed around the stump and all this stuff here. And look, you can actually get to easily both the propane and the water pump house. The tall green thing I left standing here is my mullein. I didn't realize I had one back here. I've got several others on the property. They are medicinal. Again, do your research. And then, I don't know if you saw it, there's a bird sitting on the pole. Right there, you see him? That's Mama. She hangs out kind of close because Mama's got a nest right up there. That's Mama's nest. So, she was a little worried because I was over here. I've been over here for a while. But, I don't mess with the nest. Give Mama a chance to hang out and do Mama things. So anyway, so what am I going to do now? I'm going to go get the blower. That's back in the shed. I'm going to walk back there with the batteries, and I will probably start back there. I had to blow off the black plastic on my, around my, garden number 3. And, yeah, just kind of go from there. Blow off all the plastic so it doesn't ground out the fence. And I'll work my way forward. So the last place that I blow, that way if the battery dies, will be this area. Where I've got all kinds of stuff, because I can blow this area tomorrow. Doesn't have to be today. But the fencing, just because it is, my electric fence and I want it to stay good, needs to get blown off today. So, having said that, yeah, I'm still pulling out Queen Anne's lace. So anyway, y'all have an awesome day. I'm going to go blow. And I will talk at you later. Can't end the day without a good harvest. Lots of strawberries. A little bit of spinach. And then I'm sitting here, I'm doing some research. Because when I got the strawberries from the Missouri show, does that make sense? These are all planted together. And in my opinion, I think they're 2 different kinds of strawberries. These are what the Missouri strawberry is known for, that large fruit. Nice red shape, really good color. That's what they're known for. They're not known to be this small. So, as I'm sitting here researching them, if you look at like this one, it makes sense. It's pitted. Those aren't seeds, those are pits. Same thing with, there it is, this one. You look at it, those aren't seeds, those are pits. So, I don't know if some wild strawberries got in. Does that make sense? Because they're all pitted. They're not seeded on the outside, they're pitted. So they're a different breed of strawberry. So my thought process is, do I want to spend that much effort on this little berry? Or do I want to remove them and give room for all these guys as their runners to have room to run. And I think I'm going to end up pulling these out. You know, give these guys room to run and not let these guys take over. Just volume size wise, I think that's the better, the better thing to do. But I'll think about it, because this is the variety that I want. If I'm going to can or do jellies or jams or just sit here and have a bowl for tonight with dinner with, strawberries and chocolate chips, this is the size that I want. So, we'll see. I'll think about it. Don't be surprised if it comes up in a later video, though. All right. Talk to you later.